So I would reckon that there's kind of a way to maybe escape the universe, or at least the death of the universe, but it may cause the destruction of the entire multiverse by doing so. Is that if you were to build an elysium disk, kind of like the movie, and use the wave generator with ion thrusters, you could keep it going basically forever and just kind of hover outside of the black hole at the center of the galaxy when it swallows everything and wait for it to explode. And you could kind of like surfs up dude on the wave that comes from the black hole when it explodes and ride it at the speed of light, and it would square in portion, but by subtracting mass from the universe itself and not allowing it all to return to itself, shifts basically the entire banner of the equation. And by doing so, you could tear apart the universe because it needs a specific mass to happen the same way every time. And by shifting the mass, obviously, you could increase or decrease the amount of dark energy in the universe, causing it all to fall apart. So my advisory on that's probably not the best idea to try something like that. But I don't know. Just kind of a theory either way. Anyways. Because of space's fundamental imbalance, with 3 being the smallest set, because obviously if 0 doesn't exist, then the 0 drops immediately to negative infinity. And if you erase 0 from the set, you'll find 9 is the only self-constituent number, obviously, because, well, hence, like, obviously, like Marlborough and like the Fibonacci sequence, etc., and stuff like that, like they all refer to like different sets of numbers being, you know, quantitatable, but the base set fundamentally, I say, is wrong because you can and you can't, because it's paradoxical, and that's what traps everything in this kind of like elastic state where it springs between forwards and backwards, but 90 degrees off type deal each time. So, it's like, look up Veritasium's 3 points of mass spinning in space, and if not, it was like Smarter Every Day or something like that. But it's some pretty cool stuff, and that there kind of explains a little bit of what I'm talking about and how the machine works as well. And I guess basically it's the inverse of sentient intelligence. It's just a focal point. You're balancing something on a 90-degree perpendicular line to the center of the circle, so it's always trying to either move outwards from inertia or move towards a mass. So gravity, obviously. So that being said, you theoretically could build an elysium ring, and as long as the waves are symmetrical, obviously, the whole way around the ring, then it shouldn't affect the rotation. So you could use artificial spin gravity to keep this thing going, because obviously space has no friction. So once it's spun up, it needs a force to act on it in the opposite direction. Unless that happens, then it'll just keep spinning forever, obviously. So that being said, you could basically travel almost to the speed of light, and it wouldn't take very long, because you could make a pretty big powerhouse if it was like a cylindrical tube, almost cigar shaped, but big around. And anyways, so that's just kind of my way in on it. I know other people think the same thing, like I said, so, but I don't know.